What if saving your first 100K is exactly where most Americans make the wrong moves? You might think 6 figures means you can finally upgrade your lifestyle. But here's the reality. One expensive habit can quietly destroy years of progress. Welcome to American Dream Finance. In this video, you'll learn what to protect, what to change, and what to do next with your 100K. And stay until the end because I'll show you the one mindset shift that can determine whether your next 100K comes faster or takes years. After saving $100,000 in the USA, what to do next? Most Americans get this wrong. Thumbnail: 6 figures. You did it. You saved your first $100,000. Maybe it took you 5 years, maybe 10, maybe longer. You skipped expensive dinners. You kept driving the older car. You watched your friends spend while you kept moving money into savings and investments. And eventually you looked at the number and realized, I actually have 6 figures. That is a major financial milestone. But here's where something important changes. The biggest danger after reaching 100K usually isn't that you don't know how to make money. It's that you start spending like someone who has more money than you actually need to spend. And this can happen very quietly. You get a raise, then you move into a nicer apartment. Your income increases again, so you upgrade your car. Then your friends start taking more expensive vacations, so your vacations get more expensive too. Nothing feels reckless. You are still paying your bills. You may even be saving money every month. But your lifestyle is slowly becoming more expensive. That's lifestyle inflation. And this is one of the easiest ways to make a $100,000 milestone feel meaningless 5 years later. Here's the mistake I want you to avoid. Do not confuse having 100K with being financially wealthy. A 6-figure balance gives you options. It does not give you unlimited spending power. If most of your $100,000 is invested or sitting in accounts you don't want to spend, that money is building your future. It isn't permission to permanently increase your monthly expenses. Think about the difference. Suppose someone earns $80,000 a year and saves aggressively. A few years later, they earn $120,000. That sounds like a huge improvement. But if their spending rises almost as quickly as their income, their financial progress may barely improve. They have a bigger paycheck, they have a nicer lifestyle, but they don't necessarily have much more freedom.
The number that matters isn't just what you earn, it's what you keep and what you put to work. And this is where I want to correct an idea from the original version of this message. You don't need to feel guilty about spending money after reaching 100K. That's not the goal. Money is supposed to improve your life. If a better home makes your family happier, that's a legitimate reason to spend more. If a safer car makes sense for your situation, that's different from buying a car simply because your neighbors have one. The question isn't, can I afford it? The better question is, do I want to permanently add this expense to my life? Because a one-time purchase is one thing, a recurring expense is completely different. A $4,000 vacation happens once. A $700 monthly car payment can follow you for years. A larger home can mean a larger mortgage, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and utilities. That's why the decisions you make after 100K deserve more attention than they might appear to deserve. You are no longer just trying to survive financially. You're trying to protect the financial momentum you've already created. And there's another reason this matters. Once you reach 6 figures, the temptation to compare yourself with other people can become stronger. You may look around and think, my friends have nicer houses. Why am I still driving this car? I'm making good money now. I should be able to afford that. You don't know their balance sheet. You don't know their mortgage. You don't know their credit card debt. You don't know whether their expensive lifestyle is being funded by investments or by monthly payments. Never compare your financial life to someone else's visible spending. You are seeing the purchase. You are not seeing the balance sheet behind it. And that is exactly why 100K can become such an important turning point. You finally have enough capital for your money to start becoming a meaningful part of your financial progress.
but only if you give it time. The goal isn't to live like you're still broke. The goal is to increase your lifestyle more slowly than your wealth is growing. That's the difference. You can enjoy the progress. You can buy things you genuinely value. You can make your life better. Just don't automatically turn every increase in income into a permanent increase in expenses. Because if you can reach 100K and keep your lifestyle under control, you create something much more valuable than a nice-looking account balance. You create financial flexibility. And that flexibility can eventually give you choices that money can't buy when all of your income is already committed to your lifestyle. The first 100K proves you can build wealth. What you do next determines whether you keep building it. So how do you actually stop lifestyle inflation after reaching 100K? You don't need to make your life miserable. You need a system. The first thing I would do is separate your financial progress from your lifestyle upgrades. When your income goes up, don't immediately decide where the extra money is going to be spent. Give yourself a rule. For example, if you get a $10,000 raise, don't let the entire $10,000 become part of your new lifestyle. Maybe some goes toward investing, some goes toward your emergency savings if it still needs work, and yes, some can go toward enjoying your life. The exact percentages will depend on your situation. The important part is this: your lifestyle should not automatically rise every time your income rises. That's the first protection. The second is to look closely at your recurring expenses. This is where people often underestimate the problem. Open your bank and credit card statements. Look at the expenses that happen every month: housing, car payments, insurance, subscriptions, dining out, phone plans, memberships, everything. Then ask yourself, if I lost part of my income tomorrow, which of these expenses would still be here? That's the number you should pay attention to. Because financial freedom isn't just about having investments, it's also about keeping your required monthly expenses manageable. Let's say you have $100,000 invested, but you've built a lifestyle that requires $8,000 every month just to maintain. You may look wealthy on paper, but your financial flexibility is limited. Now compare that to someone who has $100,000 invested and can comfortably live on $4,000 a month. That person has more room to handle a job loss, a market downturn, or an unexpected expense. Lower fixed expenses give your money more power. And this brings us to the third step. Before making a major upgrade, use a cooling off period. If you want a new car, don't buy it the same week you decide you want it. Wait. If you want to move into a more expensive home, calculate the full monthly cost first, not just the mortgage. Include property taxes, homeowners insurance, maintenance, utilities, and any HOA fees. Then ask, would I still want this if nobody else knew I owned it? That's a powerful question, because sometimes we're not buying the thing, we're buying what the thing represents. A nicer car can represent success. A bigger house can represent status. A luxury vacation can represent that you finally made it. There's nothing wrong with wanting any of those things, but you should know why you're buying them. The fourth step is to protect your 100K from becoming your spending account. Your investment money and your everyday spending money should have different jobs. If your entire financial life sits in one checking account, a large balance can make you feel richer than you actually are. Instead, give your money specific purposes. Your checking account handles normal spending. Your emergency savings handles genuine financial shocks. Your retirement accounts are for long-term wealth. Your taxable investment account can help build additional wealth and flexibility. And your spending money is the money you're actually comfortable using. Every dollar should have a job. There's another important correction to the original idea here. You shouldn't automatically throw every dollar at investing simply because you've reached 100K. If you have high-interest credit card debt, that deserves serious attention. If you don't have adequate emergency savings, build that foundation. If your employer offers a 401k match, don't casually leave that benefit unused. The right order depends on your situation, but the principle is simple. Protect your foundation before chasing extra returns. And once the foundation is solid, make investing boring. For most Americans, that can mean using diversified, low-cost investments inside tax-advantaged accounts, such as a 401k or IRA, depending on eligibility and circumstances. You don't need to turn your portfolio into a complicated collection of stocks, options, and speculative bets just because your account crossed six figures. In fact, complexity can create more opportunities to make expensive mistakes. Your goal isn't to impress people with your portfolio. Your goal is to build wealth you can actually keep. And here's one of the most useful rules you can use from this point forward. Every time your income increases, increase your wealth building rate before you increase your lifestyle. Maybe your salary goes from $100,000 to $120,000. Before upgrading everything, decide how much of that increase will go toward your future. That one decision can change the next decade, because eventually your money becomes a significant contributor to your progress. That's why protecting the first 100K matters so much. Don't spend the seed capital. Let it grow. You can still enjoy your success. Just make your upgrades intentional. If something genuinely improves your life and the ongoing cost fits comfortably into your plan, go for it. But if you're buying it because everyone around you has it, stop for a moment. You worked hard to get to 100K. Don't let someone else's lifestyle decide what happens to your next 100K. So let's make this practical. You don't need to wait until your next paycheck. You don't need a new investment strategy, and you definitely don't need to make some huge financial decision today. Start with your current lifestyle. Today, look at the last 30 days of your spending. Open your bank account. Open your credit card statements. Look at where your money actually went. Don't judge yourself. Just look at the numbers. Then, separate your expenses into 3 groups. The first group is things you genuinely need: housing, food, insurance, transportation, basic bills. The second group is things you genuinely enjoy. Maybe that's eating out, travel, fitness, hobbies, entertainment. There's nothing wrong with spending money on these things if they fit your plan. The third group is the one I want you to pay the most attention to: expenses you don't really care about. Subscriptions you barely use, impulse purchases, upgrades you made because everyone around you had them, convenience spending you don't even remember making. That's where you can often find money without making your life worse. Next, calculate one number. How much does your current lifestyle actually cost every month? Not your income, not your net worth, your lifestyle. Once you know that number, you can make better decisions. Now, look at your next raise, bonus, or increase in income differently. Don't ask, "What can I afford now?" Ask, "How much of this increase can I keep working for my future?" That one question can protect you from years of lifestyle inflation. And there's one more thing I want you to do. Create a simple rule for major purchases. For example, if a purchase creates a new monthly payment, I wait before committing. If a purchase increases my fixed expenses, I calculate the full annual cost first. If I'm buying something mainly because other people have it, I wait. You can create your own rules. The point is to make important financial decisions before emotion takes over. Because once you reach 6 figures, your biggest advantage isn't that you suddenly know everything about money. It's that you have already proven you can delay gratification. You already did the hard part. Now you need to protect it. And remember, the goal isn't to become the person who never spends money. That's not wealth. The goal is to become the person who can spend without destroying their future. You should be able to enjoy dinner with your family, take a vacation, buy something you've wanted, help someone you care about. But those decisions should come from your values, not from pressure. Because there will always be someone with a bigger house, a newer car, a more expensive vacation, a higher salary. If you chase that comparison forever, there will never be a finish line. Your 100K should give you something much more valuable than status. It should give you choices. Choices about where you work, how much risk you can take, when you can change careers, how much financial stress you tolerate, and eventually, how much control you have over your time. So here's the main lesson. Don't let reaching 100K become an excuse to start spending like you already have $1 million. Use this milestone as protection. Keep your fixed expenses reasonable. Protect your emergency savings. Take advantage of the retirement accounts and employer benefits available to you. Invest consistently according to a plan you understand. And when your income rises, let your wealth building rise before your lifestyle does. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to avoid turning every financial win into a new monthly obligation. Because the first 100K proves that you can build wealth. The next 100K is about proving that you can protect it and let it compound. That's where the game starts to change.